Oh, hello everyone, stamping friends, subscribers and followers. Welcome. It's Wednesday, 26th of March 2025, and it's lunchtime stamping with Michelle. So if you are new, welcome. And so this is my space where I share what I love, which is making cards. So I'll be demonstrating 2 projects today. And the products that I love to use, which is Stampin Up, and I love it so much that I sell the products. So I am an independent demonstrator here in New Zealand. So if you are in New Zealand and you are looking for a demonstrator, or if you need a demonstrator, then check me out and check out my socials and also my website, and I hope you enjoy today. So let me spin you around or turn you around. And so it is the last Thursday, actually it's the 4th Thursday of the month. Gosh, that's like the first quarter of the year done and dusted. So it's the last Thursday, it's the last week of the month, and happens to be the 4th Thursday. So the 4th Thursday of each month is when I do coffee and cards. So, and when in coffee and cards we do, I use the card kits that Stampin Up, that is part of Stampin Up range. They come out with 2 brand new card kits each month, and so I pick one, usually the ones with stamps. Okay, so because we have kits that are pretty much stick and go, whereas this one is a little bit of stamping. So there's an example of one with stamping. So the Maritime Moments Kit was released in March, and we are going to be using it at my coffee and cards on Thursday. So if you are in Auckland and you are wanting to come, it is 9:30 in the morning. So if you are working, I guess you won't be able to attend, but yeah, you will have to join one of my night classes. But if you can come on coffee and cards on Thursday, so that's what we'll be using. We'll be using these, this kit. All right, so this kit comes with the stamps that are these, but they're all being used and mounted on blocks, so hence you can't see, but you can see the images. All right, so we've got a house with the lighthouse, and then we've got the boat that way around. We have the birds, seagulls, and then we have I think they're just foliage, like I don't think they're seaweed, so I don't know. It's like we've got that. And this kit comes with a little rim of double-sided tape, has a block, has some double-sided sticky dots, and then also some dimensionals, double-sided again, dimensionals, which pops up project, and a little ink pad in grey granite color, okay, and also a roll of twine. This is what's left over from here. So, and then you have all the card kits. Okay, so I'm actually going to be using, oh, there are 2. I'm going to be using one of those as my board. So you get the cards. They don't come like this. They but I've just preset it so that, you know, tomorrow at my coffee and cards tomorrow, yeah, the ladies will just pick their card kits that they wanted to make. So their kit. So, but here, let me show you the cards. That's one of them. So we've got one of 3 designs, and 2 of each design in the kit. So everything you need to make this card is in here, okay, in this kit. So that's one card, and then it's got the matching envelope as well. So it's really cool, like with a liner. And that is the second card, To a Great Guy. So it's really, I guess they have masculine in mind, but anyone really would love it. You just, if you're going to give this to a girl, obviously you're not going to use that. Like, and this one, Sail a Braid. Nice play on words. Celebrate the good life. Right, so we've stamped the lighthouse and house here, and in this one we've stamped the foliage, and also the boat here, And oops, where are we? This one we have stamped the birds, right? And then we've used the twine here, so that's really cool. Now the sentiments here, so so there's all these leftovers, so there are 2 packs, 2 sheets here. I've used the English one, but there is also languages in French. I'm assuming that one is German and that one is Dutch. So yeah, so there are all these other options as well. So yeah, okay, so I'm going to put that away. All right, so we don't need these, and I'm not going to be using this because I have the full size one, so I'm going to be using that. All right, and then I also have my own block, right? So I'm going to keep these new because what I do is I give away these. So that's all cool. Let me put those away. So what are we making today? Card number 1 looks like this. Okay, so that's in blueberry bushel. And that one there is Azure Afternoon, grey granite, and then we're using just the stamp, just the ink color that is provided in the kit. So these are alternative projects that I show and demonstrate to show you, to give you ideas of what else you can make, right? To give you ideas on how to use the stamps to make different cards, because you will have those. When you've used all your supplies for those cards, you will have your ink pad and you will have your stamps, so you can make plenty other cards. You just need to get supplies, right? Like cardstock and other things. So if you are a stamper already, you would have all those stash. If you are not a stamper, but you are buying kits, then over time you'll build up a stash. All right, so kit. Now, this is what's in your kit. You've got the envelope, lovely quality New Zealand Stampin' Up envelope, and you have the blueberry card base. All right, so I give you all these measurements. If you are subscribed to my email list, you get these measurements sometime this week, ideally tomorrow. You know, just gives me time to write my tutorials and or the card recipe. So I've got this already tied, a twine ribbon. I've got 2 basic white circles die cut. Actually, they were punched out. So these are from the 2-inch circle punch. So that's punched out, that one. And then a little strip here of Azure Afternoon for the sentiment. So it's obviously bigger than what you need, but that allows for mistakes. And also then you can have extra pieces. All right, I'm just going to put that there. Now, what do you mean? What do I mean by kits? Okay, so I obviously am showing you these, how to make these cards now for free online. But I also, oh, something's missing. So grey granite. I have a piece missing from that, or that's no good. And that's why we have a run. We have a do this, so now I know my kits are missing this part. So let me just see if I can get, okay, where is my trimmer? Okay, I believe, all right, let me put that aside. I was going to glue, well, this is bonus material. So I believe it was 10 across here, using my trimmer, 10 centimeter, or 3 and 15/16. 10 and 7 centimeter, I believe, and just let me double check that. Yep, that's the one. So, missed out on that. Okay, so we need that as well. So what do I mean by kits? It's because if you place an order with me this week, then you will be getting an order, a minimum of $50 order. If you place an order with me this week, I will be sending this. Oh, now I'm trying to work out which one I like. Okay, this way. I will be sending you these card kits for free to say thank you for supporting me in my small business and choosing me to be your demonstrator. And yeah, So that's just a little incentive. And also, if you place an order of $40 or more, Stampin' Up has changed. If you're not aware, Stampin' Up has changed how the Stamping Rewards program. Okay, so from now on, when you place an order of $40 or more, you will be getting Stamping Rewards 10%. That's a lot, yeah? 10% you'll get it back in rewards, so you can redeem it at your next order. And yeah, isn't that great? I think that's a great program. So you just have to have an account with Stampin' Up. You can still choose me as your demonstrator, but you can order it online, have it shipped straight to you, and get your 10% reward, which you can save, so it doesn't expire for a period of time, which I cannot remember right now because it's all new. And yeah, so you get that 10% reward that you can save and accumulate over time, so that you can have a bigger discount. But yeah, I just thought that's such a great thing, so don't miss out on that. So definitely, if you are going to buy something, have an account with Stampin' Up, and it's easy to create an account. Okay, so I'm just going to press that down like about here. Hopefully that's kind of centered, not too bad. And then this one, just there. Okay. I didn't do it on my sample, but maybe I'll do the bird as well. Ooh, I think I can only do one. Okay, sort of showing there. Yeah, maybe. Yes, so bonus, right? So yeah, it's just placing an order with me and you'll get these card kits as well. So we've got those two. Okay, and then one of them I'm going to leave as it is. You are most welcome to color it and give it more color. I'm just going to keep it simple. And then this one I'm just going to kind of do a sponging to get that color. So I kind of use that as that's the darker one and that's the lighter one. So if I were needing to, I don't think I need extra one, but I've got Azure Afternoon and Balmy Blue. Okay, so again, you can leave it as it is, right? But I am coloring, just shading it. It's an easy way of adding colors, just by blending in. Okay, so how have we got? And it probably doesn't really show up here, but it is blue, right? Yeah. So I've got that, the sky and the water. How's that? Oh, I think I want a little bit darker at the bottom here. Okay. And then I want, so I've just kind of added a bit of red to give it a color. But I don't have to, so I'm just going to leave it maybe. Alright, so I'm going to do that. So now this, let me just show you in our annual catalogue, okay, that which expires on the 30th of April. So yeah, at the end of this, the products in here are valid till the 30th of April, and then most of them will carry over either onto the next catalog, which is coming out in May. It's a very exciting time. So if you need a catalog, let me know as well, so I'm sure to save you a catalog and send you one if need be. Yeah, so most of them will carry over probably, and if not, some of them will probably carry over into the online exclusive, so that you can only find them on our website. Otherwise, and then there will be a bunch that will be retiring. Okay, so but what I wanted to bring your attention to is on this current one, is on page 22. I believe in the new catalog there will be something similar. So it's kind of like what we call sketches. Okay, so sometimes when we create and design a card, you know, we most often don't just start off like with nothing in mind. Okay, so there's well, you know, it's hard work, right, if it is, but for me anyway, I like looking at sketches, and so I'll just look at these kind of sketches or other sketches that I like. I think this one is like my go-to, but for this card I have used this. Don't know if you can see, that is the sketch. Right, so we've got the two circles, we've got a rectangle, and then on the card base. So that's where my design came from, in case you're wondering. So that's where these things come from. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it like that, and so use the glue. It's all one layer. I mean, I haven't done dimensional at the moment. So I'm just going to go like this. And then this one as well to go on here. Okay, that's cool. And then that will be my sentiment. Right, so I haven't done that, so let's stamp that. So I've just done happy birthday there, and I think I'll just stick with happy birthday for this one. Oh, I have introduced a black ink. Let me just see how it looks with grey granite. I mean, I'm assuming you would have black ink because black ink is just standard, right? Everybody ought to have black ink. Okay, if not, happy birthday. That's not too bad. Okay, we can still use that if we want to. So, and then I am going to simply trim that. And if you're not confident using your scissors, if you really must have it straight, then use the trimmer. But I'm okay. I'm just okay with using freehand cutting. It's handmade, so this really shows that it is handmade. No doubt about it, right? And then that goes on here like that. And I just have a, is this crooked? I think I stuck it crooked. Oh, I think, okay, I'm just going to have to leave it. Wasn't looking. It looks crooked, but that's okay. If, because it was liquid glue, if I had noticed earlier, I could have quickly removed it and re-stamped it. But that's okay. Not re-stamp, reposition it. Alright, what's happening here? This is looking a little bit crazy. Okay. So I'm kind of wanting this to go somewhere like this. And it's looking a bit crazy. Because it's so... Okay, we're just going to leave it at that. I'm going to pull in the glue dot. So if you don't know this trick, you want to put your ribbon on it and kind of, I'm going to do it like that. And then that will go on there like so. And that will be dimensionalized. So I will use the dimensions. Okay. You should have some left over from the kit. You won't need to use all of them. They always give you extra. And that bump will be in the middle, so I don't need any in the middle. Okay. And then just make sure I don't cover the sail. And voila, here's my card. So I think I do like having that little bit of red on there, so I think I will do that, like a red sailboat, just to give it a pop of colour. Okay, that was the idea. Okay. Idea of that. So that's Let me move this out of the way. Alright, so that is our card number 1. Right, so this, you get 2 card kits like this for this design, and you'll get another 2 card kits with the other design, which is what we're going to be making now. So that's our we'll do our second card design. This design, okay, again, is out of the same page, page 22, and it's actually the one right next to it. Okay, it's actually very similar. You could even say that they're the same sketch, really. And that's what happens when you're using sketches. That's what you start off, but you can change it. You can change the orientation. You know, that's like obviously looking like a portrait, but if you can turn it over and look what it looks like as a landscape, so you get that kind of look, right? Or that one that I'm doing now. Yep, or you can just, you know, instead of circle element, you can have the square element, and instead of it being right on top of each other, you can pull it out a bit further. So yeah, so that is kind of like a variation of that, or the other way around, but it's very similar. Okay, so again, nice simple card. So I'm gonna use this. Just checking that I haven't got anything else in there. All right, so we've got this. You'll get a DSP, and this one is out of the country wood paper, which is still valid at the moment. So nice and simple. I keep it nice and simple. We're just gonna, or you can have both sides. Which color would you prefer? I don't know. This is where it gets very tricky. Yeah, it does. It gets very tricky because our DSP are so amazing, and sometimes both sides you like them. You know, you can't make, it's hard to make a decision, which is why if you have the pack, then you just do one of each, right? Because you've got the papers. There we go. So just keep it nice and straight and simple. So we've got that. I'll show you a couple of other samples that I have made. And then we've got these 2. Right, so again, I'm just going to stamp. I'm going to do this another sympathy card, because for me, sympathy cards are not the easiest to make. So it's kind of handy to have them at the ready, so that if you need it, yeah, it's there. Okay, and so as you can see, these, which I forgot to tell, these stamps obviously are only images, right? So we don't have any sayings with them. So I did pull in something fancy, which is a stamp set that we have, and I love the words here. I use this a lot. We've got happy birthday, we've got congratulations, we've got thank you, which are your main ones, and then deeper sympathy as well. And then a couple of others that are I like using. Here's to beautiful beginnings and happily ever afters. So when someone, I guess, a wedding card, this, I use it a lot for wedding cards. But when someone, you know, I guess just have a new job or new something, doing something new in their life. Nothing fancy, just love again, you know. So so cool to give a card that is just because. Right, so we don't always have to wait for an occasion to give someone a card. We can actually just send them a card just to say, hey, I'm thinking of you. Just reaching out to them, just say, hey, I am, you know, I see you, I love you, I'm thinking of you, you know, just kind of little messages like that. I know we can do that just by texting, but it is really cool. If you have never received a card that tells you that, let me know, because I would love to send you a card. Okay, to affirm you, right? All right, so I'm going to make another sympathy one with this one. Where is my stamp? All right, so I don't know. A sailboat seemed like a good idea for sympathy. So I'm going to repeat this. All right, so I'm just going to do that again, and hopefully I stamped it right. Okay. We've got that, and then sympathy. It's already here. Sometimes I like using Thinking of You, because then Thinking of You is a little bit more versatile. You can use it for any occasion, like thinking of you because it's your birthday, thinking of you because you're going through a hard time and I know about it, I'm praying for you, thinking of you because I'm just sitting here thinking of you. So it's like, it's very versatile, I feel, thinking of you. So, and that's, I love that vanilla and black checkered ribbon as well. So I've got those, and then I've got this here to stamp the foliage. And again, I have introduced new colors just because I guess it's just grey. I mean, I can do grey. Where is it grey? You can do grey, but it is granite grey. But then it seems like everything is just grey, which is fine. Yeah, and if you don't have other colours, then that is what you'll have to do, right? But I like the pop of green. So I'm going to pull in Mossy Meadow, which is the green that I like using for neutral colours. And then, okay, so we're going to, oh, I just double checked that this is clean because I did stamp it in Berry Burst, which is a bright colour. Right, so I'm going to have that. I love that, you know, there's a bit of shading happening just because my ink pad is not as juicy. It's a bit well used. Okay, and then with this, I'm going to fussy cut it because there's no dies or punches for it. So I'm just making it shorter so that it's easier to handle. Sometimes I even do that, right, just to make that easier to handle. Right, so then I'm going to pull this and show you how I fussy cut. So this is what stampers mean when they say fussy cutting. It's just that they are cutting around the images, okay, with their pair of scissors. Paper snips. Stampin' Up has amazing paper snips. So if you see, everyone needs good pair of scissors. Okay, you don't have to be a crafter, but so yeah. So if you're looking, if you're in the market and you're not necessarily a crafter, if you're in the market for a good pair of scissors, well, come and get one from me, from Stampin' Up, and get free card kits or free cards if you want. All right, here we go. Okay, so I know lots of people don't like fussy cutting. Lots of people do as well, but lots of people also don't. I think you just get used to it, right? Sometimes if it means you don't have to spend money to buy a punch or, you know, or a set of dies, then why not? You just have to learn to like it. You just have to learn to like fussy cutting because it saves you money in the long run. But if you are doing lots of cards, multiple cards in the same design, or use something a lot, and yes, then there is a need to have punches to make life easier, or die cut dies to make it easier for you, so you're not sitting there cutting, you know, slaving away cutting each one individually. Oops, what have I done there? But yeah, but otherwise you just get used to it. Okay, and if you think I'm going fast, which I don't think particularly that I'm doing it that fast, but I am probably looking quite comfortable doing this. But I'll have you know, I have already cut a few of these, right? So practice makes perfect, right? Or you get just more comfortable with it the more you do it. So yeah, and I always leave a white border. I find that that's more forgiving if you leave a white border. I like that look. Some people don't, and they want to cut right on the images. So each to their own. It's creative expression. If you prefer it that way, then you do it that way. There's no right or wrong. I just prefer that little white border. I do like that. So, and I find that it's much more forgiving than if I try to cut right on there. Alright, so that's done. Now just to show you, I have done a few. Oh, not that one. That one. So, yeah, and then the sample. Oh, there's one more. Right, so I've done quite a few already in preparing for this class. Okay, that's it. Now I just have to glue these on. Oh, actually, I think what I'll do is I'll use that as my center. So you'll find ways that are more comfortable. So we've got our double-sided tape. Right, so we're going there to there, not all the way. Okay, use my nail, pull that off. Done it the wrong way again. Oh well, it will be what it is. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so there, and then I've got that up there, that down there. I'm just placing it first to see that I like the way it's done. Okay, so happy with that. Okay, so get my glue. Yeah, just making life a little bit, you know what, I'm just going to do that. Take that off. Okay. That liquid glue is so good, you don't need a lot of it, as you can see. Okay, just there, and then that one. So the other thing about this design as well, I love, is that it's going on a wonky donkey. So it doesn't matter if you hadn't stamped this straight. It's not as obvious. Okay, go there. And then we'll pull in some dimensionals. 3 of those. Right. Okay. So we're going to have that. And ta-da! We've got another sympathy card. Now, I haven't included dots for you in this one because it kind of depends on, you know, what paper it is and what color. But I might, what I could do is, oh, where is it? Where are you? I don't know where that one's gone. I was going to say a neutral color. Where are we? Don't have one. I could do a neutral color, or I could do that. So I could do like white, clear, which is, this is from the Opal Rounds assortment. Could do that. Okay, which you won't really see it. It's kind of a little bit more subtle. Whoa. That could be cool. I don't know, what do you think? Like that? Or, yeah, this is what I do. I just prick them all back up. Because I didn't press it down, see? So let's put that aside. Let's try this one. Adhesive back texture. You know what? I'm just going to go with it because I'm not going to dilly-dally here. Taking up your precious time, just trying, because I'm being indecisive. All right, what do you think? So I'll just do that. So that's card number 2. So nice and easy. Okay, I've got some samples of this one. Just variations of it. Actually, only 2. Right. But you could be getting, like, any of these design. You could be getting the blue design. Okay, or you could be getting the ship lap, or not, I don't know, just the more colorful design. So just luck of the draw, really. Okay, and if you don't like what I give you, then maybe you can look in the stash that you have and just play with different papers. So that's that one, and then I've done one in the Winter Regal, is that what it's called? Yeah, which also would look quite nice as monochromatic, any of those colors, right? So yeah, so that's quite cool. So see, I've done more, right? And then there's another one which I thought would be really cool as a wedding card. What do you think? It's a new home together. Here's to beautiful beginnings and happily ever afters. Just nice and easy. Just love the colorways. That's Lost Lagoon with petal pink. Yeah, so those are some of the other samples. All right, so let's see. So that's card number 2. What is this here for? Oh, I don't know where that came from. Anyway, card number 1 and card number 2. Right, so you get 2 designs. And so if you place an order this week, you'll be getting these cards, right? You'll get, sorry, not the cards already made up. You'll get the kits so that you can put them together. As you can see, it wasn't too many steps. It's not too hard. It's meant and designed to be simple so that it doesn't take up heaps of your time, because I know we're all busy, but we still can make time to make, you know, quick cards like these, and hand them out and share love, share joy, share love, one card at a time. Okay. All right. Thank you for watching, and thank you for staying. And or if you are watching replay, thank you for jumping on and checking it out. And I hope you have a blessed day today, Wednesday, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your week. And I will see you next Wednesday, same time, 1:30, and different projects. All right, cool. Bless you guys. Bye.